true love is not just about passion, it's about patience, forgiveness, and redemption. Welcome back to Real Life Lessons. Today, we're diving into Redeeming Love, 2022, a film that takes us on an emotional journey of pain, redemption, and unconditional love. Based on Francine Rivers' best-selling novel, this story is inspired by the biblical tale of Hosea and Gomer, set during the California Gold Rush. The movie follows Angel, a woman who has suffered immensely since childhood. She was born as Sarah, the illegitimate daughter of a wealthy man who wanted nothing to do with her. Her mother, desperate for love and security, did everything she could to care for Sarah, but society rejected them both. Sarah grows up believing she is unwanted, and her mother's tragic fate only reinforces this. After her mother dies, Sarah is left alone in a cruel world, vulnerable to predators who take advantage of her innocence. She is eventually sold into prostitution as a child by a man named Duke, who abuses and manipulates her until she is completely broken. From a young age, Sarah, now known as Angel, learns that love is nothing but a lie, and survival is all that matters. By the time we meet her as an adult, Angel is one of the most sought-after women in a high-class brothel. She has everything that should make her powerful: beauty, wealth, and control over men. But inside, she feels empty. Every night, she watches the world from her window, longing for a different life but convinced she will never have one. She trusts no one, especially men, because all they have ever done is use her. She has built a wall around herself so high that she no longer believes in anything beyond the life she has been forced into. Enter Michael Hosea, a kind-hearted farmer with an unshakable faith in God. Unlike other men, he does not see Angel as an object to be bought and used. He sees her as a person, someone who deserves love and dignity. One day, while in town for supplies, Michael sees Angel walking through the streets. Despite knowing who she is, he feels a deep, undeniable calling toward her. He prays for guidance and feels that God is telling him to marry her. It's a decision that makes no sense to the people around him. Why would a respectable man marry a prostitute? But Michael is certain that Angel is meant to be his wife. He visits the brothel and asks for her, not for pleasure, but to talk. Angel, used to men paying for her body, is confused and irritated by him. When he asks her to leave with him, she laughs in his face. To her, love is a transaction. People only give when they want something in return. She has no reason to believe Michael is any different. But Michael is persistent. He continues visiting her, offering her a way out. He tells her she is worth more than this life, but Angel cannot accept it. She has been hurt too many times to believe in kindness. Then, something happens that forces her hand. She is brutally beaten by her handler, left weak and vulnerable. In that moment, she realizes she has no choice but to leave, and so she goes with Michael, not because she trusts him, but because she sees no other escape. At the farm, Michael treats Angel with a gentleness she has never known. He doesn't touch her without her consent, doesn't demand anything from her. He cooks for her, talks to her, and gives her space to breathe. It's confusing for Angel. She has only ever known relationships based on power and control, but Michael is different. He doesn't try to possess her, he simply loves her. And that terrifies her. Angel doesn't know how to accept love. Every time Michael shows her kindness, she waits for the moment he will turn on her. She cannot believe that someone would want her for who she is and not for what she can offer. Slowly, she begins to let her guard down, experiencing for the first time what life could be like if she allowed herself to trust. But the scars of her past are deep. She tries to leave multiple times, convinced that she is not meant for this kind of life. Even when Michael reassures her that she is loved, she pushes him away, believing she is unworthy. She cannot imagine a future where love is real because she has spent her entire life running from it. Michael, however, never gives up on her. He is patient, understanding that healing takes time. He doesn't force her to change but instead gives her the freedom to discover her worth on her own. But despite his efforts, Angel still cannot accept the love he offers. She runs away once again, this time believing that it is better to return to what she knows rather than risk getting hurt by something new. As she navigates her way back to her old life, she meets a woman who changes everything. This woman, unlike anyone Angel has met before, doesn't judge her or look down on her. Instead, she teaches Angel about the love of God, not the kind of love that is transactional or conditional, but the kind of love that is freely given, no matter what. For the first time, Angel begins to understand that love is not something she has to earn. She is already worthy of it. This realization is a turning point for her. Angel finally sees herself as more than her past, more than what has been done to her. She understands that she has the power to choose a different future. With this new understanding, she makes the hardest decision of all. She returns to Michael, not because she needs to, but because she wants to. Their reunion is emotional and powerful. Angel, who once believed she was beyond saving, finally allows herself to be loved. She tells Michael, "I'm home." And in that moment, she truly is. The walls she built around herself are gone, and she is free, not just from her past, but from the belief that she was unworthy of love. Redeeming Love is a film that goes beyond romance. It is a story about healing, redemption, and the transformative power of love. It teaches us that love is not about perfection, it's about acceptance. It's about seeing someone at their worst and choosing to love them anyway. One of the biggest lessons this movie teaches us is that true love is patient. Michael never forces Angel to love him, he waits, understanding that healing is a process. In real life, love is not about rushing someone to change, it's about standing by them as they do. Another powerful lesson is that our past does not define us. Angel believed she was too broken to be loved, but as the movie shows, no one is beyond redemption. No matter what we have been through, we all deserve a second chance. The film also reminds us that healing takes time. Angel's transformation was not instant. She struggled, made mistakes, and ran away before she was finally able to accept love. This reflects real life. Healing is a journey, and it's okay to take our time. Forgiveness is another major theme in Redeeming Love. Michael forgave Angel, but more importantly, Angel had to forgive herself. Sometimes, the hardest person to forgive is ourselves. We hold on to guilt and shame, believing we don't deserve happiness. But true healing comes when we learn to let go. Perhaps the most profound message of the movie is that love is a choice. It is not just about emotions or attraction, it is a commitment to stand by someone, even when things are difficult. Michael chose to love Angel despite everything, and in the end, Angel chose to love him back. Faith also plays a significant role in the story. Michael's unwavering faith gave him the strength to love Angel even when she pushed him away. The movie highlights how faith, whether in God, in love, or in ourselves, can provide the strength to keep going. At its core, Redeeming Love is a story about the power of love to heal even the deepest wounds. It shows us that no matter how broken we feel, love has the ability to restore and renew us. Whether you believe in faith-based themes or not, the message is universal: love, patience, and forgiveness can change lives. If you enjoyed this breakdown in the life lessons, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Lessons for more movie-inspired wisdom. Also, let me know in the comments, what's your biggest takeaway from Redeeming Love? Until next time, keep learning from the stories around you. See you in the next video.